What's up, guys? So the news is I have my next tournament scheduled roughly a month from now. It'll be in February. So I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully I will score more points than from the last tournament. If you haven't seen those recaps, they're on the channel. Go check them out. But yeah, I thought what better way to prepare than do some Stump the Chump puzzles. So here we go. I'm going to find the positions that you guys sent me. I've got 5 minutes to solve them. Feel free to follow along at home. Here we go. All right, first position is from Funky Chess. It's white to play. Let me start the timer. All right, here we go. So C5 has just been played. Okay. Interesting position. Of course, we can sink the bishop in there. That looks like an idea. We can probably try to attack over here somewhere. This looks kind of weak. Question is, how do we attack it? We put the rook on f5. There's g6. We play h4 to kick the bishop away, and then what can we do? Maybe then play rook f5. There's still g6. Bishop here, can't go there. Doesn't look like there's a lot happening here. So I'm guesstimating maybe this is just kind of a random position that someone had in their game, and there's not necessarily some crazy tactics. So with that in mind, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3, 6, 7, everything's pretty even. Opposite color bishops. I wonder if you could do something like this and this and this and this. A lot of moves. Kind of tempting though. How many moves is that? 4 moves? Because once you get that battery lined up, that's going to be very difficult for black to stop. Seems like it's too many moves though, right? Yeah, seems like it is. I kind of want to just put the bishop in there just so it can just be there. What if we played rook f5, the idea being to play h4 and take this? g6 is the move I'm concerned about. What do we do against g6? Do we just ignore it, play h4 anyway? Takes. I don't actually know. I'm not really seeing much. What about g4? The idea is if takes, then we can infiltrate this way. Maybe g4 is a move. How much time do I have? 2.5 minutes? All right. Let's just say... g4 or h4 then g4. No, I don't know. I actually don't know. Well, if I had to choose a move, what would I play? I feel like I would really probably play this, and then I might actually play like d4, bring my queen over and try to play e5. It just looks like so annoying for black to stop that. I feel like it can't be the move, because I'm surely black can do something like run away, or I don't know what black's gonna do, but let's check this one more time. Bishop back, rook f5, g6. Oh, we could just take the pawn. Oh yeah, on g6 we just take the pawn. I forgot about that. So maybe the move is h4, forces the bishop back, and then we bring the rook up. If the queen defends, we can just attack it. And if g6, we can take here. Okay. So h4. Or, yeah, no, you have to do h4 first, because if you play rook f5, then g6 is kind of annoying, because you can't take the pawn right away. Okay, so maybe it's... Yeah, that looks pretty good, actually. h4, and then rook f5. I like that. I don't see how black defends that pawn. Other than g6, and then they lose this one. You're going to be all up in there. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to go with h4. Let's stop the timer, and let's turn on Stockfish. All right, and Stockfish says h4 is the move. How about that? It's very close. It was a toss-up between h4, bishop d5 first, and then h4, or queen g3. Interesting, but hey, h4 is the top move. Bishop h6, and then rook f5, I'm guessing the mating. No, bishop d5 after that. Bishop d5, rook moves. So the idea wasn't to play rook f5, it was to play queen g3. Is rook f5 bad? It's not bad. It's not as good as queen g3. What's up with this move? You want to go there? What happens? Oh, if queen e8, you have this move. I see. What about something like king h7? What do we do there? Oh, now e5, and then this happens that I was talking about earlier. Ah, interesting. Okay, interesting position. We did find h4. I'm not sure if I really saw the follow-up, but I'm going to count that as a win. Let's go find another position. All right, next position's for Marco. Let's reset the timer. Let's start the timer. It's black to play. White's just captured here. Okay. Well, I immediately want to play knight d4 check. Bishop c5 also looks kind of good. And I'm not sure if there's any merit to taking first. Knight f6. Maybe. Let's just start with the obvious. Knight d4 check. King can't move there. So the king has only one place to move right here, right? So knight here, king here. And how do we follow that up? Okay, so what's happening material-wise? We're just down the rook. We're down one rook, but we do have an attack. Okay. So if we go there, the king is escaping. I'm not sure how we're getting to the king. We can play queen f2. Still don't really get to the king. We can bring the queen back somewhere here. Still kind of have the same issue where we're not really getting to the king. Taking first, let's say takes, then the knight can come in. Don't think that really helps much. Knight can go here. Bishop c5, the threat is queen here. On d4, we could still take this. King could go to one of those places. We can slide our king over so that we can play queen d8. Okay, something simple like knight f6, then there's going to be d3. And then the king's going to have a place to run. So I kind of feel like we have to play knight to d4 to bring the king out. And then we can figure out how to get to it after that. Maybe just something simple like bishop c5 would be good. Finish developing, then slide the king over and bring the rook over. Maybe that's an idea. Also, queen f2. What about queen e1? Yeah, then I guess we have to just trade queens, which is not what we want to do. So here, maybe even just bringing the queen back is good. Well, I'm pretty sure the move's knight to d4. At least that's the only move I'm seeing that makes any kind of sense. I mean, I shouldn't say the only move that makes sense, but it's like the most forcing. Takes bishop c5, threatening this, queen e1, check. Then the king can go there and hide. Oh, but then you could take it and fork. So maybe there's something there. Let's see. Okay, what if we take here, threatening queen f2. If d4, well, we could just take it with check. King's gotta move somewhere. If not, d4, queen e1 doesn't work because of what I just said. We take, well, we go check first, then we take, then we get the fork. I mean, I guess it works, but you get a rook. This is still trapped, so you're probably going to be winning. So it could be bishop takes f3 for that reason, because knight d4 check is kind of different. Is there a way to stop that? Sorry, I'm drawing everything. This is what I'm thinking. That's the big threat. So d4, check. King has to move. Maybe the queen comes in, maybe not. Maybe you just do something like this. I think it's one of these two moves. I'm gonna just maybe it's bishop takes f3. I'm gonna say bishop takes f3. I don't actually know. I feel like I might be missing some clever idea here, but let's turn on Stockfish. All right, and Stockfish says knight e5. Knight e5 was the best move, and then f5, and then bishop c5. So I was way off. I wasn't even close. Knight d4, king d3, and there's just nothing. You got to play queen f6 and bishop e2. White's just casually developing with the king on d3. It's amazing. You come over here, just c4. Wow. And white's totally fine. Okay. And what about this? Takes, bishop c5. Oh, just c3. And then the king just runs away. Check. And it's gone. He's all the way over here. And you've got nothing. You're just down a rook. Yep. Makes sense when I see it through Stockfish's eyes. And knight e5, what's the point here? Is that you've got some pressure? Is that the idea? So white can play queen e1. You can take. Oh, that's a nice little move. And best thing for white to do is just take it. Because if they do this, they lose the queen. That's cool. Wow. So they have to do this. And you just, now you're ahead. Because you got that piece, you're probably going to get this knight at some point. So you end up with two pieces for the rook, and you have some really active play over here. Wow. So that was the move, 95. And after, what about something like d4? What's this? Oh, that's the other point. You can take, and you get the skewer. Wow. That's okay, that's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. I didn't see any of that. So, very clever. It's funny because normally you want to like bring the king out, right? So I thought knight d4 maybe brings the king out. In this case, you're like keeping the king where it is because you've got some nice tactics here on this f3, and you don't want the king to like escape over here, which is very interesting. Anyway, 95, nice position. Marco, you stumped the chump. Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one. Let's go find another position. All right, next position is from Drakey. Let's reset the timer. Start the timer. Here we go. Oh my. Okay, so it's black to play. White's just done this. So we're up a piece, but white does have a little bit of counterplay here, it looks like, with a potential threat to get a queen. We could go check, sack the queen, infiltrate with the rook. If the king goes up... Oh, okay, well, first of all, the king goes back. We have boom, boom, checkmate. That's pretty cool. I like that. So then if the king goes up, let's see. So here, here, check. King has to go here. We can bring a rook over. And then we have kind of like three options. One, and we just take that. Probably not a good option. So Oh, I guess these are the three options. 1, 2, 3. So let's see. If the king goes here, yeah, that's checkmate. Because we'll have two rooks and that, yeah, that's mate. So the king has to go here, here. Question then is, can we checkmate? G6. Yeah, G6. And then we take this as mate. Wow. So the king has to go here. In which case, what do we do? I mean, we can go here and get a fork, but I don't think it's good enough because then there's going to be a pawn that's going to get a queen. So, okay. How much time do we have? So this looks really good. We take it. King comes up. Oh, that's too bad that that's not mate right away, but it blocks the rook. So, yeah, we have to go check. King here. Check. And then this move. This is what I'm not sure about because the king's going to run over here and get away. Right? So is there any way... And does it make sense to take with this rook, by the way? Oh, maybe, yeah, you take with this rook because if the king goes there, it's checkmate. King goes up, it's checkmate. I was just making that so much harder than it needed to be. You don't take this way, you take this way. That's it. That's the move, right? And then I guess I didn't check this move. King G1. Okay, well, if they take, let me just verify real quick. Check. King goes up. That's checkmate. King goes back. Checkmate. Yes. So queen here. They can't take you. They have to go here. And then you still have to be careful. You're going to get mated. So what do you do then? You sack the rook. King can't go. Yeah, so they have to take it. Then you take here. Check. If the king goes back, that's got to be mate. All right, so they have to take you. You take check. King goes there. You have mate. Yo, yeah, that's good. That's really good. Nice position. So the move's queen h4. I'm going to stop it. I think I see it now. Let's turn on the engine. All right, and Stockfish says, hey, queen h4 check. How about that? This is the move that, you know, because I know it's a puzzle, like jumps out at me right away, but this is probably a hard one to see in a game because, yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's sort of an unintuitive move. I guess if you see the rooks, maybe it's not, but anyway, that's really nice. I like that a lot. So check. Of course, if takes, then it's you take with this rook, not the other one like I was doing, because that just makes everything difficult. And then you have checkmate. And it has to be this rook because this way it's defended. If you imagine this rook being over here, then it's not the same, right? So that's pretty cool. Same thing here. You have the mate with the knight. Very nice. I like that a lot. And then this one, the other mate was after check. King has to take. If they go here, it's just mate. So they have to take. You would take this way. And again, if they go back, what's the mate if they go here? Check, king here. I didn't see this one. Queen h3. Oh, queen g2 and then mate here. Right. Okay. So, yeah, basically takes, and then you have this one. Very nice. And then you have this one. Very nice. Queen knight combo, very strong. Yeah, that was a really good position. I like that. Well, you didn't stump the chump, Drakey, but I really do appreciate that position. That was a lot of fun. And let's go find another one. All right, next position is from Kyle. Reset the timer, start the timer. Okay, black has just castled queenside. It's white to play. Okay, so we're ahead a piece. That's good. Not a bad position. It looks like bishop g5 is a pretty nice move, potentially, although f6... Yeah, maybe that doesn't work because of f6. I'm almost wondering if we can do something here. Can we sacrifice and play queen over bishop a6? No, because the king's going to run over here, I think. So maybe that doesn't work. If I could transport the queen to b5, it would be pretty nice. Because then we could take that, but fortunately queens don't move that way in chess. Yeah, so bishop here takes queen d3. It's probably not good enough because black can always just run over here and you're not going to do anything. Bishop d3 just seems like a good move. Just bishop d3 castles. Bishop b5. It's kind of annoying. So if I think it's probably one of these two moves, just developing the bishop. This doesn't work because f6. Takes. Yeah, I don't think that makes sense. Knight g5. Bishop probably just moves. Not a big deal. I think you need to do this. I think you need a castle. So the question is, which one is better? Which one is better? Personally, I like bishop d3. I don't see the reason here because I don't think I even want to take that because the king can just easily run over here. Or just even just like sit on d7. It's fine, maybe. Bishop d3 leaves my rook open. Yeah, I think the move is bishop d3. I'm just not seeing anything else. So like just sort of a normal looking move, but I think bishop d3 is probably pretty good. Let's go with that and we'll see if the engine disagrees with me. All right, and the engine says, hey, look at that, bishop d3. Now it's saying bishop b5. They're both basically equal, bishop d3 and bishop b5. So engine, yeah, and bishop e2. Yep. So basically any bishop developing move was really good. So bishop d3, h6, castles. Yeah, just develop and castle. White's position is just really good. Don't need to rush it. Just probably do this and then maybe like, let's see, migrate the queen. Yeah, queen e2. Knight d2, migrate the knight over this way. Yep, so basically just keeping it simple, nothing really fancy there. So let's find another position. All right, next position is from Alex. Let me reset the timer, start the timer. Here we go. It's black to play. White's just played h3. Okay, so this is an endgame puzzle. Eee. Looks kind of drawish. Unless we can get through somehow and maybe get like some sort of a zugzwang. Actually, maybe we can. Yeah, so here's the thing. If we take it, White's just going to take, and then we don't have anything. We have to actually back up. They can come up, and it's just a draw. I think we just move back and forth. They just move back and forth. So we don't do that, but we could go here. And if it forces the trade, then White has to make a decision. Which way are they going to go? And if they go this way, well, we're going to come over here and take these pawns, and we're going to win. Sorry, we're going to win. And if they go, let's say this way, if they go this way, we're going to come over here. We're going to take all these pawns, and we're going to win. So the question is, if we go there, can White do something else, like put us in check? No, that's illegal. Never mind. So yeah, we just have to move our king. I think maybe it doesn't even matter. It probably doesn't even matter. Either of these moves should win because White has to take. Otherwise, we were going to take their rook. It's pinned, like I said, so they can't move it anywhere else. So we move it somewhere. They take us. We take them. What if they play a4? What if they play a4? Then how do we win? Because if we try to move, they're going to move. If we come back, they're going to come back. If we come over here, they're just going to keep following us. So do we have to play like a4 first? just to like sacrifice the pawn so that they don't have that move. Let's see. What if we did that? If they push by, we take, they take, we got to pass pawn, we should be able to win. If they take, we can do our little thing, force the trade. They will have the move here, but we take it. And they can move here. But now we can go here and take this pawn. Yeah. So having said that, and I think you have to play this first because you won't get a chance to play it later. Takes, and they'll just play it. Yeah. Isn't that clever? So a4 wins. Amazingly. What a nice position. a4 wins, and then you follow up with either of these. Doesn't matter. Force the trade. And the whole point is that after this is gone, they don't have... this pawn is undefended. That's kind of the idea. So that you don't have to necessarily get past the king. You can just slide over. And even if they slide over, you're going to take that. Then you're going to take that. And you're going to win because of these guys. Cool. All right. I'm pretty confident. a4. Let's stop it. And let's turn on the engine. And Stockfish says a4. Look at that. Nice. So a4. Of course, if they push, we just simply take it, right? And then they can trade here. Or let's see, what if they trade here? Yeah, they don't really have anything because if they take, we've got this guy. So that makes sense. And then, of course, the obvious, if they take, we bring our king either way. Both are good, right? Doesn't really matter. We're forcing this position. And if they move to one of the sides, well, we can just go in like I talked about and take the pawns. And if they try this, we take it. And if they push, it doesn't really matter because now the position is missing these pawns, which is really great for us because we can go here, take these, and yeah, that's it. Nice. Really nice position. I like that. That was very clever. Funny, these end. Oh, King F4 was played in the game. Yeah. That's in a blitz game, probably would have played that myself. I don't know that I would have found a4 in a blitz game. But yeah, it's funny when you really think through these pawn endgames, sometimes you find these crazy ideas, right? Like this. So really nice position. Thank you, Alex. And on that, I think I will call it a night. Thank you guys for tuning in. I will be back real soon. Stay sharp, play smart, take care.